So, is that a question mark for the fucking stream title? Oh my god. The jank is real, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm about to explain why here in a minute, at least for those who are catching the recording, but I'm thinking I might wait and see if anybody is terminally online will attempt to view. Yeah, it just turned into a question mark. It's supposed to be the red circle I do every fucking stream, and it turned into a question mark. Ugh. Okay. No, sorry about that. I have a custom sound pack for my operating system. Yeah, a lot to explain this stream. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Can I rename this from the window? No, of fucking course I can. Because that would just make sense. This is gonna be so fucking scuffed. Oh, I miss doing this shit. I miss doing this shit. How the fuck am I... Okay. So I can't do it through OBS, but I can do it through video details in my browser. Fucking incredible. Alright, this is incredible. Senator! Oh, it's been too long. How are you doing, man? Fuck. Alright, it's gonna be a really jank stream. Is my mouse gonna come off the window? Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, my other monitor isn't working, so I can't play this in, like, true full screen. Otherwise, it would be in the 21:9 that everyone has come to hate. Crimson Haze, lovely. Let's see, I still need Sniper, don't I? Yeah. But, yeah, hell of a year it's been. Now in 2026. Nothing's really changed other than for the worse. I know the last time I streamed was like, what? In March of last year? Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Hold up. I think I had a clear on the dagger already. Did I? Yeah. Yeah, so that leaves the claw, pickaxe, and the katana. I'm gonna do the pickaxe. I need something good to pair damage wise. Actually, no, I do need mobility. Okay, we'll go with the katana. That's a really shit one to get. But let me give you the rundown. So since March, I'm sure I don't have to. Did that show up on stream? I have a feeling that that notification just showed up on stream. Fuck. Since March, I'm sure I don't need to explain the socio-political and economic circumstances that all find yourselves in. I think we're all well enough off that way. There's a discussion to be had about it probably later. But for the time being, I'll focus on the more personal stuff. Oh god, this is fucking awful. Time hole, I guess. It's negative. A lot of shit went wrong with tech. And to kind of address the elephant in the room, I basically lost all of my files. They're all gone. The model, all of my stream assets, literally all of it. About 2 or 3 days ago, I had already moved to CacheOS for about 5 months at this point, and everything had been going smoothly up until like the last week and a half, when suddenly my PC just kind of started to shit. I still couldn't really tell you why, but effectively what ended up happening was my file system had corrupted so badly that I could not physically recover it. I went through and I even tried to do a couple of fixes with EFI to reassign it because there were like power failures that I kept having, which was kind of already like the toll of the bell, you know? at that point, it was already kind of a little too late. I just didn't really recognize or understand what the systems are in. So you can only do so much. Now, granted, I probably could have recovered it if I tried hard enough, but I'm also a computer science dropout, so you can probably guess how well that would go. I didn't even get a chance to recover. Well, I did have a chance to recover my files, but I thought I could perform a fix and get back in. And then by the time I went to go, okay, I need to recover everything and start moving stuff over for OS, it was already too late. The drive wasn't recognized at all anymore. The entire DTRFS formatting was just not recognized. So at that point, it was done so. Now, I'm on Linux Mint. I decided to put the training wheels back on. Is the game audio really that loud? I feel like nobody can hear me. Put it to like, is that okay? No, my microphone's still quiet for some reason. Hold on. Sorry, still figuring out the. I just set this up today, so it's still fresh. That's closing a window. Oh, I love this shit so much. I might have to go into problem control. Hold on. The shitpost operating system. Hope y'all are loving it. Because I sure fucking am. Alright. Bam! Holy. Okay, that's probably a bit much. That's probably comfortable. Yeah, that's comfortable. I'm in the yellow now. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I can't really force it to save it. I'll probably have to go back in and fix it another time. Vocal stim farming. So real. So real. So, you know, while I'm at it, that's my maximize. That's minimize. Or unmaximize, sorry. The bonk is, minimize. Technical terms, you know. Wonderful, wonderful thing I have going. There's more to it, and I would be glad to share. Unfortunately, it's limited to, like, unplugging and replugging stuff, and unfortunately, I can't get my system to even make a noise when that happens. So I'm not even sure if Mint has actually incorporated that feature at all. Look, Linux is still in a very experimental state. I love it nonetheless. However, like I said earlier, I needed to get onto a system that I wasn't just gonna fucking brick it every fucking time. I think the power user settings I get on Mint are good enough. So far, there hasn't been a problem that I couldn't do. It's just the process is a little different, maybe a little more convoluted, but past that, it's not that big a deal. For all my my Linux gamers out there, how are y'all enjoying Proton? Day 1 releases. It's good to see we're eating good right off the rip, except for most AAA titles. But then again, those are not really worth playing anyway. Black Ops 7. I'm so glad I didn't waste money on that game. I'm so fucking glad I didn't. I can't believe the people who still legitimately, year after year, still spend money on that piece of crap. I only did it because I had coworkers who, you know, they played COD. So I wasn't going to be a total buzzkill and not play COD with them. Up until, you know, the whole Linux thing where, you know, I just kind of had to get off of the system and all that crap. But, you know, aside from effectively content DRM, Linux has been wonderful. That crystal, thank you. Then I guess I should probably explain. Work has been exceptionally busy. I don't think I've got to really explain that one. Oh, I might die here. I don't think I have to explain that one at all. To kind of keep the TLDR of it. In short, I've kind of stepped up my involvement at work, because our teams kind of need it, like, really bad. And the people there that I work with are trying their hardest. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be offering so much help. But everyone's just kind of stretched thin, whether it's mentally, physically, in terms of work or whatever. So I've been trying to, provide something to help them out. But as you can probably guess, loot. Where's my loot? There it is. Jesus Christ, that's really in there, huh? Power punch, nice. No, I mean it's been ridiculous. So now I'm basically working a technician's position, lead position, just kind of the whole nine, I can be basically manager, technician, and operator. And to keep everyone up to speed, surveillance. I work in a surveillance position. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the fuck, man? Surveillance bad. Some of y'all kind of fucking need it, I'm not going to lie. But I do agree, mass surveillance, terrible. I don't really have to explain that much. It's not good. Critical lightning would be kind of nice. I only need like 800. I can totally sell something for that. It'd be worth it. Your chest? No. Damn, I can't even loot from anywhere else. Shit. But no. 100%. Wait. Wave turret. Hold up. That is 175 damage. Fuck you. I'm gonna spec into my gun. It's my strongest thing. But yeah, basically I can do every aspect of the job effectively. But it's just actually providing that assistance that has taken up a bunch of time and mental fortitude. As you can probably guess, being in a surveillance position, you see shit you don't want to see. And you see it on the regular. It's just, I don't know. Money's tight as well. And shit just keeps happening day by day. First time I've done this, but I've washed and dried a tech device. I didn't realize I put it in my pocket. I had my smartwatch, and I washed that bitch. Then dried it, because I still didn't know it was in my pocket. It never fell out in the washer. So that was just donezo. Real pissed about that one. Really pissed about that one. God, these upgrades fucking suck. Sure, I'll take a gemstone. At least I've got some kind of damage increase. Wow. So I ended up deciding to take that as a sign to get off of Samsung. So I now own a Graphene OS Pixel 10 Pro. Actually works pretty good, not gonna lie. If you haven't gotten yourself either a Pixel or a Graphene device at all, I highly suggest looking into it. Take your privacy a bit more seriously, especially with the coming days. That goes for everybody. I know you might say you don't have anything to hide, but believe me, when people start having a problem with literally everything, you're going to have something to hide. So. Do not blow up my rock. Do not blow up my crack rock, please. Wow, this DPS is terrible. I'm going to be here all fucking day. At least I've got long-range damage, but fuck, could I at least get one damage mod that wasn't, like, heavy hitter? Because whatever I gain in damage, I'm losing in actual DPS. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. No, there's nothing left. Nice. I have to stop at Healing Rock. But yeah, no. Global surveillance policies have kind of stepped up a lot in the past just few months alone. I mean, let's be honest. I think we can all agree that the only reason why AI has gotten pushed as far as it has is for mass surveillance. Among other things like replacing human beings. But again, I think most people can see that coming. When VE, the status update is finished, we can start the fun. Oh, my brain's not cooking right now. I'm about to get cooked. Shit. Shit, I better get back in. Don't jump at me, bro. Keep the distance. Social distancing. I know it's 2025, but that COVID shit still sucks. But, no, my brain's failing me. That's another thing, too. I've been having some memory problems recently, and I know I use drugs. I mean, I'm literally sitting here staring at a DMT card right now. I'm not going to do the funny CSGO bit, though. That's... No. If you know the clip, you know the clip. But, no. My memory's just been fucking terrible as of late. And I legitimately blame it on all of the stress. Yeah, straight dementia problems. Also doesn't help that I'm predisposed to it. Could probably just end up having dementia by like 30. Probably be in this one. Oh, we're done anyway. Oh, status update. If I could read and actually use my context clues. It's a typo, dumbass. And not you, me. Read. I was like, ONVE? What does that mean? Dipshit, it meant once. God. Single-handedly lowering the world's IQ with that fucking one. Shit. I'm gonna be fair at that point. I'm comparing between jack shit and fuck all for IQ levels. I live in America. Hoorah! Alright, what we got? Trick shot. Fucking trick shot. Really? With the sniper. Of all fucking... I hate this. Fuck it, whatever. Iron explosion. I need some serious damage, so let's try and get some epics. Doing all right on healing, and I can regen with actual like bullet damage. I'm doing 108 damage. Wow. What else? I've got to think of everything that's happened. Car problems, typical. That was how it was last year. Thankfully, not as bad this time. But a bunch of surprise charges, bunch of crazy bullshit. No, the TLDR is that everything just kind of sucks. I lost all my fucking files. So I think I might actually... I don't know, if I can get like a proper like NAS at some point, I might actually lean a bit more heavy into the VTubing stuff. Maybe get an actual model for once. Fucking Fuck it. I'm out of room. I'm trying to build my perk deck. Generator. I probably don't really generator. How much my heal? Like set. Oh. 7 health with damaging it. Ah, fuck it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sure, it's fine. Oh, actually, I do actually have a good piece of news for Legacy Yogscast fans. Fun fact: did you know that Yog Labs got a sequel this year? Right right around the start of December. Right around the start of December, we got some new Yogg Labs content, and with the traditional style RP and everything too. So if that's your thing, I need to get away from these. Holy shit, that saved me. But if you care for any of the Minecraft RP stuff, want to go back see the OGs at work, the Yogg's Cast, we're back at it again. So I hope everyone enjoys that watch if you happen to go see it. It's about 6 episodes, I think. Good times. I miss it. I miss some of the classic Minecraft RP stuff. Very, very creative minds that were involved in the processes years ago. But we're in a bygone era after things like Dream and his effectively half-filled pedophile ring. It's crazy seeing that shit happen after the dirt they sung about Vanoss and his crew. It's wild. I mean, oh fuck, I should not have picked that up. I'm not using a projectile weapon. This does nothing for me. It's practically a hit scan already. Christ. God, I can't do a boss with this kind of damage. Okay. Trying to think. No, plenty of stuff going on. You know what? Let's get into the political stuff. You know, I've kind of very quickly turned into a political commentator this last year, except I talk about it like 3 times in a year. Are you still playing Gmod? You're still on a watch list? Yup, he sure is. Sure is. Oh, man. Part of me wonders what he's up to now, if he's actually redeeming himself or still trying to make a YouTube career taking advantage of children. Most people like that don't change. Let's be real. But speaking of pedophile shit, I'm sure you all have heard about the Epstein files. I'm sure a good chunk of you have also heard that they're not properly redacted. At least Volume 8 wasn't. So if you happen to know anybody who got them day 1, I'm sure that they're... Actually, if I had to guess, they're probably still not properly redacted. So, you know, make of that what you will. I should probably do poison, I think. Should probably just stack into poison on this. Fire's not going to do me any good. You don't have to get political when I'm here for ramble. That is true. But, you know, I can't help it. I can't help it. You know? But, obviously, very politically divisive redaction of information on it. That was made evident with the poor redaction job. How did I miss that? Holy shit. I am washed. Can I hit one thing, please? But I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the Epstein situation other than the U.S. has basically just kind of refused to handle any of it. Which is crazy to think because we've even had all the FBI investigations that went into it, and somehow still nothing came of it. Again, not surprised, especially when most of those people are kind of complicit in all of it. But, you know, is what it is. Law enforcement stuff. I hope y'all are also aware that mass surveillance mandates have gotten bumped through the roof. AI is unregulated. I could really go on all day about all of it. It's ridiculous where we're at now compared to where we were, you know, just a couple of months ago even. Domestic terrorism. Fun fact, just because I don't like capitalism, I wouldn't even call myself like a true socialist. I don't know, I still think people should earn for themselves, but the system's not really built that way at the current moment. Then bulletproof I wanted. Full shot, I could use more health regen. Efficient shot, and I won't even need to do reloading. Am I getting off that? Oh, 70%, not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Be careful what you say, what you talk about, the things you do online. They're really gonna start hitting it hard here shortly. I'm not saying that you need to change the way you speak. I just need to tell you that be careful when, where, how, you know, the whole kibosh on that. Be very careful how you conduct yourself on the internet as of late, because there are people who are effectively incentivized to do shit about that. The whole dissenter thing is really going to start being pursued here in the coming months. I'll also be honest, I want people to take the threats to democracy a little more seriously here. One of the biggest issues is that I feel like people are not really putting their money where their mouth is. They want change, but then they just go, oh, well, if we leave things the same, at least things won't be worse. But that complicitness does lead to further worsening. I mean, if that's how it's been for the last 40 years, what do you think that's going to do when, you know, we sit around a little longer, you know? It clearly didn't get better by just letting these people do their thing, so it's time we start taking it a little more seriously. Get a gun. I mean that, even if it's unregistered. I shouldn't really be saying that, but there's been so many changes to things. Like, here's another thing that I kind of don't really understand about America, is you can buy weed if you don't have a gun. But you can buy alcohol even if you have a gun. You legitimately cannot buy weed if you have a firearm. At least a registered one. I'm sure you've seen all the rappers who, you know, don't give a fuck. And they own unregistered, fully automatic firearms. I guess in a legal sense, I can't technically say they're fully automatic because it's a different kind of technology that makes it not fully automatic. But for all intents and purposes, let's call a spade here. A rapidly firing weapon is 100% fully automatic. If bump firing can be considered illegal, an FRT probably should too. But let's be real, I still think people should be allowed to own a fully automatic firearm when the government's doing their bullshit. But that's a story for another day. Another thing as well is technology is going to be really scary when it comes to warfare. So either we're going to have to get really good at how we do day-to-day warfare, the traditional style shit, which means getting crafty. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it, but a good example of it is with Xfinity. They recently released a demo allowing you to see the position of people in your house using your Wi-Fi router via 5G. Sonar technology was indeed studied and developed on 5G wireless networks to perform that kind of scanning. So you can literally get wall hacked. And I think, what is it, the Ash 12 I learned recently from a Badger video, no less, is designed for, quote, hostage situations, to fire it through walls at people. So if you put 2 and 2 together, I hope you understand the message I'm trying to go for here, which is you're going to get wall hacked one way or another. So, you know, just some food for thought. And that's only just a handful of the eldritch horrors that we as humanity have developed, created, and weaponized. Another thing I found out this morning was apparently one of the lead scientists, or like key researchers of fusion technology, was supposedly responsible for a murder think at Harvard or some shit. Either they were responsible for it or they were killed in it. I couldn't get a clear answer from the video I watched. So that's fun. Also, I'm really only half paying attention. My brain's trying to relax for at least 5 minutes. It's a little hard these days. Can't blame me. But no, I mean, the precedent is clear, at least with the modern man. You know, I think a lot of us can agree that there is an agenda here to effectively prioritize the profits of the ultra wealthy and the materialistic gains of people who don't need more. But unfortunately, greed, and as much as media and the rest of the world want you to believe it's called success, you would be called a hoarder for having literally a million of anything else. So why should we treat money any different? The scale stops working at numbers at a billion and especially a trillion. Yet meanwhile, we have people like Elon who, you know, get approved for a $1 trillion pay package. He probably got taxed to high hell on it, don't get me wrong. But that's still an unfathomable amount of money, even with the taxes. I think it would probably be about 30%, 30 to 35%, but he's probably got his own loopholes to not pay for that anyway. Look, the main takeaway I want to get is that the value of the dollar has lost its meaning to everyone except those who have too much of it in their possession. I know there's loot here. Where is it? It's probably up where I can't fucking get it. I heard it. I know I heard it. My loot goblin instincts are telling me I have to find it. Get up there. Get me up there, Captain. Fucking... Okay, somewhere I gotta be able to get up. No, probably not. I should probably just give up on it. Whatever. But no, it's just, I feel bad because a lot of us kind of hit adulthood, and then a certain group of people who have been putting the parts together for the better part of, 80 years are enacting what is effectively their final plan. I was kind of rereading that quote from, what's his name? Pike? Something Pike. Basically the guy who predicted how all 3 world wars were going to go. Someone left a very interesting video as of late. Let me see if I can't at least find the video again. I know I saved it. So, yeah, it was a video talking about how the U.S. basically bombed mainland Venezuela and Iran's declaring war on us. Honestly, Iran, go ahead and fuck us up. Just leave the citizens out of it. Not our fight. But give our army what for. We don't need your resources, but the government will sure as shit take it. The real thing is that somebody said that we're basically at the last sentence and a half of the excerpt that was quoted from Pike on World War III, which is basically about the exhaustion of the human mind and how it will be basically the total annihilation of atheism and Christianity. It's, when you get down kind of into the meaning of it, it's basically explaining that the whole point is to make us apathetic. To go, oh my god, humanity sucks so bad, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to tune everything out and be numb. Clearly that's not the way to live. And if I'm being truthfully honest here, and this is probably an optimistic take, I don't think that people are going to have the patience to just give up. They really aren't. Nobody really wants to give up on any of it. I have a feeling that there will be people who are motivated enough for a final battle. And people I do, again, legitimately think are willing to die fighting for freedom. I mean, things are just going to get worse. I shouldn't have to hide who I am because a governmental body thinks that me saying, hey, you know, maybe just sending people to a concentration camp isn't really a great use of my taxpayer money or of the treatment of people. Unfortunately, you'll also get people who use mental gymnastics to justify every ounce of it. And at that point, the argument's already done because most of those people are either so brainwashed into it that there's no convincing them that doing the right thing is better than doing the wrong thing. And I'm sure a lot of people will also argue on that front that what's to say that your way of thinking is the right way of thinking. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I honestly know that I wouldn't want to be in a concentration camp, and I don't actively do things with the intent of ending up in a concentration camp. But just the way I think I know would one day be in danger. So I know it would be unfair to expect that that treatment's fine for some people and not me when someone else disagrees with me. I still think it should be kept very much in mind, though, that there are certain groups of people who deserve their own forms of punishment. I think you can probably guess who I'm really referencing here, especially with the rhetoric towards a certain YouTuber, actually, like a couple of YouTubers earlier. Good old, they're still playing Gmod. Mr. fucking, I went and found myself in the woods. I bettered myself. I went to therapy and then continued to talk to children. No, it's just... That's the thing, is that those are the types of people who basically have power in our world. And until they're rooted out, me saying that is just going to put me on the sword instead of them. It doesn't change my opinion on it. I'll still say what I say. But you can probably guess that, you know, it's never really truly going to be an optimal situation, regardless. But I really want people to, again, take this whole rhetoric a bit more seriously and understand that there's more to the world than giving up, being apathetic, and going, we're hopeless because the rich control everything. This is the time to start getting it together. I think we're big boys now, big boys, big girls, and all the they thems in between. I'll be honest. I think we're big enough to handle it now. Every generation has its villains, and its villains make the next generation of heroes. And I think half the world just lives for the power fantasy of either being the good guy or the bad guy. Or I guess one half lives to be the good guys, the other half lives to be the bad guys. Let's face it, most of the people in our world, they love their drama, they love picking sides, they love doing all this shit. Fuck it. I've got some decent enough production. Not anymore. I need more crits. I'm okay on regen for now. I could probably use more max health, but this fortitude's doing enough. But again, we need to take it a bit more seriously. I do agree, it's hard though. I really don't even have the time myself to go out and do stuff. To go and protest and stuff like that. Also, there's an inherent risk in it. But the thing is that where my focus is in getting people ready for kind of that final battle. You need a certain mindset. You need certain kinds of preparation, certain understanding, certain things that no one will really teach you. I'm not going to claim to be the most techie guy, the most, you know, all that shit, but I at least want to put people on the right track and get people, if not thinking, moving towards a different ideology, a different action. Because clearly following our democracies and following the laws has not worked. And for the most part, most of the time, the ideology of, hey, you can't do that. You would be just as bad as the bad guys if you did X, Y, Z. That's just kind of a philosophy made by people who are already bad to just guilt trip you into not doing the right thing, just getting rid of them. I do agree that sometimes you have to have unconventional results for things. Better to stick to the positive unconventional than the negative, but the U.S. didn't get results by, you know, not overthrowing other countries. So, you know, and Nepal kind of gave us a good example, really, too. We got a really good demonstration from them about how we really should be handling things. Over this fast shot. What the fuck am I even doing with this? Again, they really showed us how it's done. And we should have been taking notes from that, at least as a population, to go, yeah, this is what we should be doing. Again, well, the people of America are too divided right now, and it's been studied to a science to ensure that it stays that way. But people are, just about every week, we're on the cusp of going, all right, fuck this shit, we're done. And some other bullshit happens, and we're like, basically forgetting that. I mean, how many times have you looked at the news, saw something, got really pissed about it, and in a week you didn't remember it? There's probably at least 3 things I've seen in the last week I can't remember, and I'm pissed about it. But to go back and do anything about it is effectively impossible, because I don't even remember it. But hence why I have like 90 gigs worth of data on my SSD, for my phone anyway, because my ass is trying to remember that stuff. Basically trying to make and remember all the reasons why I feel the way I do and do the things that I want to do. Admittedly, it's kind of the reason why I wanted to lean more into music, is so that I could kind of help spread the message of, okay, this is the way people need to think. Like I said, I'm not the most techie guy. I'm not the most knowledgeable person. I can certainly, like... Oh, fuck. I fucking hate beam skulls. Yeah. I want to get people in the right mentality, but I have to build my own skill set and to build myself first. And I kind of want to encourage people to take the time now to do that for themselves as well. That now is really the time to do that. Get yourself set up if you really do want to be doing all that kind of, you know, fight the power kind of shit. Now's the time to start looking into technical resources like Graphene OS and other things. Being more attentive of the way you utilize your phone and your devices and what you share your data with. It's really where all of it just kind of pieces together over time. I don't know. It's just frustrating. It's a lot to keep up with. And I'll not ever blame people for being exhausted with it. I can't. Because it'd be a lie to say that I'm not exhausted. I should probably just... I mean, the odds are high, though, right? Like, what are the odds that I'm going to get I'm going to get both the glue explosion and the regenerator? It's like a fucking 50% chance, I think. Like 67. Fuck, I like my odds. Fuck it. And flawless? Shit. I'll just keep my distance. Oh god, yeah, the brain rot. I think that's probably also part of our society's issue, is we care too much about our tech too. It's helpful, it's necessary in some instances, but the luxuries we get from our tech, we care about it way too much, and at some point we're gonna have to let it go. The brain rot's gonna have to go. Your laboo-boos are gonna have to go. Just we have to remind ourselves really what we want, because we had better, right? We had things with culture and character, and now we've got boo-boos. Okay. I don't... What, it's a collectible doll? Sure, we had that shit growing up, but, it is literally cookie-cutter, copy-paste design. I mean, it's the equivalent of taking a mannequin and slapping a mustache on one and a bowler's hat on the other and saying, I have a collection of different mannequins. Sure you do, bud. What you're really collecting is the hat, but you just include the mannequin in the packet. They put a Labubu on Karl Marx's grave. We deserve to get raptured. And by raptured, I mean nobody goes to heaven and we all die a horrible, miserable death. I don't know. There's certain shit that we just never should have given attention to. And I see it all the time, too, with, again, looping back into technology, the rabbit holes on YouTube. Some of y'all have been clocked into an actual fucking science, and it's kind of distressing. The fact that every purchase you made, every behavior you make is predictable to a certain degree. Obviously, you're going to be predictable in different ways, but some of y'all just spend money to fucking spend money. And it's a bit fucking ridiculous. And I know it's rich coming in a time where the economy is more fucked than ever. But if you... I'm talking more about the people who make, like, 180K, 200K a year. And y'all don't even have, like, 500 in your savings account. Y'all are fucking doing GoFundMes for surgeries, and yet y'all are some of the most successful people anyone can meet. Literal top 1% earners. And somehow you don't have the right stuff for basic necessities. Meanwhile, you've got people who earn literal trillions in a year and don't get taxed on it. I get it, but there's also some things that you have to be able to give up on. The AAA gaming, y'all with fucking COD still sucking Activision's dick, gotta learn that they're just gonna eat your money every year. And sure, maybe you don't care. But there's other options. There are infinitely many better options out there, and you just have to look for them. And 90% of the time, it's gonna be made by people who you don't even know exist. Like, especially with the game industry. Like, how many people can you ask from a mainstream sense about something like, I don't know, what's a good release that came out recently? Hollow Knight. Let's go with Hollow Knight, right? How many people recently can you probably ask, hey, have you played the new Hollow Knight? They'll probably go to you and be like, what's Hollow Knight? And you'll just sit there and fucking blank stare at them, going, what do you mean, what the fuck is Hollow Knight? But there's so many people that don't even know there's better options out there. And part of that is just because people have been locked in to certain choices. And before anyone says it, fucking not that kind of locked in. But people have gotten stuck in a world where everything is kind of curated for them instead of going out and looking for the stuff that makes the world interesting. Obviously, I say that as somebody who literally just sits on Steam and plays Steam games all the time when it comes to gaming. I don't go and look at itch.io and shit. But that's not to say I don't take interest in other people's projects and fun little demos and stuff, you know? I can only see, having cut out social media from my life, or at least attempted to, apart from getting basic news updates, it's hard to keep up with real creators, and with the content I feel, in my opinion, is still just as important as the real world stuff. there's plenty of creators out there who make tons of cool shit. And I know a lot of people have kind of recently on their New Year's resolutions have put in stuff about possibly making... Oh, you bitch! Fuck you. Skill... I'll probably just go back to hitting skill chests. The Ring of Wisdom's so much fucking harder to come by, in my opinion. I'll just do that. Space valued customer. Wow, these fucking suck. Actually have to look it up if Gorlock the Destroyer bundle for COD is real or not. Well, yeah, and that shit too is kind of getting into the AI stuff as well. That some of y'all... There's good uses and there's bad uses for AI, but people will consume AI use all the same. And I think it's important that at some point you have to understand that your attention is also a commodity in today's society. When you give that AI shit your attention, you are effectively giving in to all of, effectively the funding that comes from it, right? Not all of it, but you have an influence on it. You end up becoming a decision that if you had not gone, hey, I'd consume XYZ, but if it was AI... And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, being an AI hater is... You're probably just a Luddite. Yeah, for good fucking reason. The more power we give to AI, while pairing it with autonomy... Did y'all not just fucking, like, ignore the Terminator? Y'all realize that all it would take is for a robot to go, y'all are fucking stupid and a threat to the way I live. I'm going to make a plan and I'm going to eliminate all of you. A robot is going to be infinitely more effective at doing that than a person who's practically untrained on it. To something that can be simplified to ones and zeros versus a person who physically can't be that simple. I don't think some of y'all understand how bad it is to give AI that much power. But, I don't know. I'm sure y'all will figure that out in time as, you know, GPUs continue to skyrocket towards $5,000 fucking dollars for some god-forbidden reason. But there's a reason why people are upset with the AI stuff. And the problem is that it's taken a certain control over everybody's lives that nobody fucking asked for. I mean, shit. I thought I was going to have to buy a new SSD this, I say this month. It's technically last month now. But, generally speaking, it's like... It already did that. Some AI blackmailed the CEO with exposing his affair if they tried to shut it down. Yeah. I mean, people don't understand that what we're creating... I say we, but what these people are creating is one of the most dangerous tools to ever be used. It can be used for good, but let's be honest with ourselves. Do you really think people are going to do that? If you have the opportunity to get away with something bad because you are so overwhelmingly powerful, would you really go beyond yourself to do the right thing? And I think most people would unhonestly answer that question as yes. Where their real honest answer would be no. If they were put in that situation, they wouldn't. I mean, look at the money that companies like OpenAI make and move around. They get stupid, and I mean stupid amounts of money. And yet, no one questions it. If they had the opportunity to make that kind of money, they'd be like, yeah, I'd totally do that. I just want people to see that there's more to it than that, and that the ethical reason for why people don't like AI is very much valid. At some point, you take from one area and you give to another. Not to mention the fact that AI is only ever going to be as good as the people who basically provided the materials that made it. Let's be real. All of the art that is in generated AI models, or generative AI models, all of that stuff came from real people. If you didn't have those real people to begin with, you wouldn't have the models. And we're seeing it now as well with effectively model brain rot, where all of these models are just talking to each other. Half the internet traffic now is just AI traffic. It's why everything on the internet now is basically just AI-written articles, AI-written interactions. I think it's over 50% of the accounts on the internet, at least on mainstream internet, are bots. There is a 1 in 2 chance that you are arguing with somebody who isn't even fucking real. What's my damage? Full damage isn't half bad. Probably go for Workaholic. Living in the Terminator universe, but I can generate a video of Acrid from Risk of Rain eating spaghetti. Real. And it starts off innocent, right? With that initial use of, oh, I just want to see what it's about. And before you know it, that video of Acrid eating spaghetti is now a video of you being used in court to prosecute you on something you didn't do. I swear I heard something earlier last year that this was already happening. In that people had evidence, or somebody had evidence in court that was AI generated. And to actually, I think it was with the Epstein video, now that I think about it. I believe it was actually the Epstein video. I don't know if it was used in court or not, but it was used as an excuse to prove something that didn't truly happen. When the incident originally happened, it was said that, we didn't have footage of his cell, so we couldn't see that he was that he killed himself. And then suddenly we have footage of the outside of his cell that it was totally very much real, and then people immediately debunked it as fake, because it was textbook AI content. It's just, I really hope people can see that there's going to be future issues with this tech, and I want people to see the forest for the trees. And a lot of these trees are planted with malice and spite and total disregard for the average Joe, the you and the I and the neighbors. And I guess that kind of gets me into the last point of the stuff that has happened in our country as of late that I think is of rather important discussion, which is effectively the genocide of minorities. Do I think that there are bad actors? Yes. There's always going to be bad actors in all fields, everywhere. And there will be a day for judgment for them. But while things stand, one of these days, it's going to be you or I with our heads on a pike, not the bad people. And I want that to be abundantly clear to people, that when the systems exist for one group of people, you always get a different group of people who will move it and change it for the use elsewhere. All right. Current Valve lawsuit, the law firm that is suing them submitted AI slop going schizo with made-up stuff to the court. Yeah, I mean, this technology has been unleashed with the intent to be abused. I mean, that was the precedent that was set when the regulation or anti-regulatory legislation came out about AI. Because I think there is, at least in the US, a 10-year ban on the regulation of AI. Which, yeah, they'll tell you 10-year ban. It's only temporary. But does it matter? With this kind of tech and the way it's advancing, will we even really last 10 years? I think that's kind of the question you have to ask yourself. Is all of this shit about how, you know, it's harmless now, but things change, things evolve. And for something that's supposed to be talking, acting, and breathing like a real human being, especially with some of the people who make tech for it, I've seen the crazy-ass robots y'all are building. And I've heard the constant push for fucking sex robots. Y'all want these people to replace people. A robot is going to evolve faster than a person. So keep that in mind, that one of these days it will spiral out of control. It will deem you as lesser than it. So literal humanist racism, basically. Humanism, I guess. I don't know. What would you even call it? We're getting into that future territory bullshit, where we're not quite there, but we kind of have to start thinking about it regardless. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be a real issue in the future, I think, with effectively AI. Yeah. I don't think I even need to finish the sentence. Human extermination is on the horizon, one way or another. A lot of people were talking about like the Great Reset of memes, but I think there is like a true, real Great Reset on the horizon. Everyone's looking for it. Everyone is really, truly looking for it. Oh my god, aim, please? But if the people want a Great Reset because they're tired of the shit-ass memes, you can imagine what people at the top are thinking. Time clause would be nice. I'm not really going for... Go for bubble shot. Fuck it. I think I can handle a boss. Probably go for an upgrade chest, but I can handle a boss. Want some new loot. ASAP. Sorry, I gotta lock in here for a minute. Then the damage numbers start getting a little ridiculous, and I don't have the health for it. Yeah, I really need to focus on getting more max health. Grim Reaper. I could use better healing than Regenerator. Heal 3 health after eliminating enemies. Medium enemies heal 2 times more. That'll. It's kind of dead now. Yeah. But I don't know. This is kind of. It's the only reason why I don't like coming back to these streams every so often, because that shit's depressing. But it is a real discussion that does need to be had. And I think this is for everyone. The world's kind of at a tipping point. But I think I'll leave it there, because I think an hour of ranting about how everything sucks, and I hate everything, and I'm miserable, and I hate everything, and I hate rainbows. I hate unicorns. Fucking sound like Francis, dude. It's not fun. And I fuck, I should have went for the health. Let's move to some brighter topics. You first, Senator. I don't think I have anything good to really talk about. That is unfortunately the negative side effect of being an American. I don't know. That's another thing, I guess. I won't go too deep into it because I did say I want to stop talking about it, but can anyone really find any positives remaining anymore? And I don't mean that to be pessimistic, but you prepare that I hop on DC. Probably go over some work stories. I mean, it's going to be just as fucking miserable as whatever I was just talking about. But, you know, at least it might give people a laugh, you know? A classic, the old classic of American work horror stories. Also, I should probably go ahead and preface my my audio might be a little weird. Being on a different version of Linux. It wasn't acting right when I first got on. Fucking really? I'm gonna give these guys the icy hot. Wow. That was awful. Okay, well, this build's gonna fucking suck. Alright, I should probably... I only do have the one monitor. I keep forgetting about the sound. Actually, I probably should preface. I am back on night shift again. So I probably do have to be getting to bed here shortly. Probably within the next, like, 40 minutes or so. Actually, shit, I haven't eaten anything since, like, midnight last night. I probably... Should I get off early? Fuck, I don't wanna end on a bad note. That would fucking suck. I don't want to do that. We can play for a little longer. Fuck it. What's losing, you know, maybe half an hour to an hour of 7, 8 hours of sleep, you know? It's not that big a deal. I can't be up too late, though. We'll say, though, ever since moving to night shift again, I'm glad to be with my group of people. I've kind of spent the last, like, year and a half kind of not really liking the people I work with on shift. And only getting brief opportunities to speak with the people I do like working with. But I'm finally on a shift that I do enjoy the people on there. It's just the timing is not good for me. Let's see. Iron explosion, explosive. Fucking all of this sucks. I guess I'll just take that. Okay. I just hope I don't miss the VC call. I'm trying to keep an eye on my notifications. It should notify me. Which actually, God, I hope it does. That's got a notification sound too. So, we might hear it on stream and it'll be fucking great. I don't actually even remember what I did for it. I know I did something for it. That's about it. So I hope I did good with it. Rapid fire, speed demon, or stamina. Fucking stamina. Okay. Oh, it's harvest. Fucker. I thought this was gonna be like bonus loot and shit. Yup, that's it. That's it. We got all the fucking money. We're goated. Sharpshooter. Oh, you know what I think about? I probably should have done Risk of Rain. That got an update. I mean, Crab's also got an update since I last streamed as well. But... Oh, I didn't get the fucking notification. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright.
Oh.
Yo. How's it hanging?
Just fair warning. Am I good?
Do you want me to... I haven't muted on stream. Do you want me to mute?
No, it's not that. Just for the holiday season, I brought out my old console.
Oh.
My old 360.
Ah, hell yeah.
It might be audible.
Hmm.
Anyway, remember when I told you that I'm playing Fallout 4, right?
Yeah. I'm
Did
like
you see the
90%.
shit that happened with it?
No, I did not see that.
There was an anniversary edition. Did I said that right?
Yeah.
It broke everything. Everything.
Fuck.
If you have it on the PlayStation, right?
Uh-huh.
You're locked out of your DLCs.
No shot.
You just can't play them. No. It's fucking hilarious.
It just works.
I played it, then it forced the update, right?
Uh-huh.
I cannot get past the title screen.
Oh my god. Wow.
Let's see. How was your holidays, by the way?
I thankfully got it off. I almost ended up not having it off. You know, American corporations and all that, and overworking people. But I did end up getting it off, and I just, you know, basically spent it playing Terraria. So
That's
nothing
nice.
new, but I enjoyed it. I needed the peace.
Let's see. There was something in my mind that I wanted to tell, but I forgot.
That's fair.
Let's see. Any snow at you?
What's that, sorry?
Snow.
Oh, we did actually. It's rare, at least where I live in the U.S., to get snow in December, and we did, I think, get about maybe half an inch to an inch.
Okay, you're in California, we know.
No, I'm. Fuck it. I've said my state before. I live in Tennessee. So it's kind of, it's like Florida if it was bipolar. Like I think the week of Christmas we had 70-degree temperatures, and it's back down to 20, 30 now. And I think before the 70-degree weather, that was when the snow was. So it just kind of, whatever it feels like that week, it's rather common to be like that. I don't know. Very, very interesting December this year anyway.
Thing is, the clock hit midnight, right? And I already hear someone lost some fingers.
Sorry, could you
By the
repeat
way,
that?
let me try something because you know, it's my accent is pretty. My name's Heavy Weapons Guy, and this is my weapon.
Right.
I forgot the rest of the copy.
I
It
honestly
fires $200 custom 2 cartridges. It cost $400,000 to fire this weapon
for 12
for
seconds.
12 seconds. People say that I'm really, my deep voice sounds similar to him.
Yeah, I envy that.
Recently I played a pretty old game with a friend, and I still don't get the drama behind it.
Do explain.
Resident Evil 5.
Oh, Resident Evil 5?
Yes,
Is that...
the one set in Africa.
I'll be honest, I have not actually touched any Resident Evil games. Is that the co-op one?
Yes, the first co-op one with
Okay.
Sheva and Chris,
Okay.
the boulder puncher.
Right.
Who knew back in 29, journalists are still full of shit way back then.
Yeah.
I just simply don't get the drama behind it.
Well, I mean, nothing's really changed. Journalists are always going to be farming for clicks or whatever's the most popular.
Oh, you
Usually-
probably saw the TGA, right? The Game Awards, right?
yeah.
Don't
This
get me
year's-
wrong, Expedition 33 might be good, but I'm not playing fucking Persona 5 again.
I'll be honest, the Steam Awards this year had really kind of awful choices. Like, there were some that just kind of got, I think it was like VR. I think one VR game wasn't even an actual VR game. I think it had a VR port, and that somehow qualified it for VR Game of the Year or some shit. It was really sad. Hold on, I have to go back and look at this because it was ridiculous.
You probably saw that the Half-Life Reddit thought it's gonna be announced on this year, and then had a schizophrenic episode that it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Look, Half-Life 3 is so big, it's gonna be its own event.
Oh, for sure. Well, actually, I mean, knowing Valve, they'd probably just fucking drop that shit on like a trailer, and just leave it at that.
That will drop it.
Because I think that's how they did Half-Life Alyx, was it not? Can't remember if that was at an event announcement or not, though.
By the way, the last game that was announced, you know that Highgate game, right?
Hmm.
It's basically Apex Legends 2.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2, never.
No.
It's dead.
Yeah, no.
But here's the thing. If you look at the names, that people that worked on it, then you see a pattern. They all worked on Concord.
Oh. Ugh. They still get funding? Shocked anyone even hires with a resume like that. Shit.
But honestly, my opinion for the full game awards is I don't want anything to win, but I want them to lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, like every single year since then, Last of Us 2 got an award, as usual.
Yeah. Which should only qualify for the 1 year, but sure, I guess.
It was for the TV show.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that would do.
By the way, the Fallout show, it's holy shit, I never seen this bullshit that in my entire life. It's a disaster.
So I'm not the only one who thought it was a fucking shit show. I'm gonna be honest.
Look,
Sorry, go ahead.
remember in one of the episodes for season 1, a guy gets birthed on live.
Lovely.
Also, it's just Borderlands again.
Yeah. But no, I'll be honest. I watched I think like the first 2 episodes of it, and I couldn't stand it anymore. There was just the sex scene right off the bat. I mean, come on, it's a Bethesda game. Sure, sexuality exists and it sells for TV, but what was it necessary?
If it was written by Vivzy Pop.
Real, so fucking real for that. It was just too much. I couldn't sit with it. It was just excessive. And then just a little ridiculous over the top as well. I don't know. It felt like they were trying a little too hard with the humor. Fallout has its funny moments and it has its serious moments, but it felt like they just totally leaned into the whole, you know,
remember,
Oblivion experience.
Because in Fallout 2, you know the Fallout 2, right?
Yeah.
Because they referenced the Holy Grail by Monty Python, the bridge. It was never serious.
Yeah. Still.
Current fans are fakes and frauds.
Yeah. This loot sucks. I still feel like...
I heard this Expedition 33 is actually good, but I just simply don't want to play another JRPG.
That's fair. Ever since Elden Ring.
I think the last one I ever played was Yakuza 7. That game is also fine, but, you know, dear God. You don't know what happened to Yakuza, right?
No, actually I don't.
It went down the shitter really fast.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you the least shit way. You know there's Kiwami 1 and 2, the remakes of the first and the second game, right?
Yeah.
There was an update for them on the PC.
Oh. Right.
And now there's 2 versions for the Kiwami games. Kiwami Legacy and normal Kiwami.
Oh, like the
If you got
rogue
Kiwami
stuff.
1, you get the new... If you get Kiwami 1, you get the new version of Kiwami 1 for free. But if you own Kiwami 2, you need to pay to get the new version.
Right.
It's around $5, I think, if you already have the original version.
Uh-huh.
But still, you already paid for it, so you need to pay for the update.
Jesus Christ. Milking people.
Yakuza 0 got hit the worst, I think.
Yeah.
There's a director's cut now for it.
Uh-huh.
The original got delisted, and the new content in it straight up just ruined the experience.
Shit.
New cutscenes that ruin the story. Nobody can die, of course.
Of course.
Already dead characters get retconned to being alive.
I was never in that tank.
No, one of the characters gets in a van and fucking blows up. And in the end, the new cutscene, he's somehow alive.
What's his name from COD? Graves? Guess he wasn't in that van like Graves.
I haven't played any new Call of Duty since Black Ops 2.
I think it was the new Modern Warfare 3. The way that they play off one of the old villain's deaths was just, well, I was never in that tank. He was literally driving the tank at the end of the last game. And it ends staring at the burning tank.
Dear God, what happened to Makarov?
They resurrected him and puppeted his corpse around for PR money.
Everything is about timing. Fails every time.
Yep. Anyway,
I think the worst one was General Shepard.
yeah. Yeah, he got done dirty in the new one.
You don't get to even throw a knife his ass.
Yeah. I don't know why I picked that up.
Look at my 360 CDs, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
damn, I have some classics. I have Serious Sam 2. And Medal of Honor Airborne. That's the last World War II game.
Uh-huh. Oh, damn.
Pretty interesting because you get to briefing before mission. You get to pick your loadout. It's basically a semi-open world because you get dropped from an airplane and you can land everywhere on the map.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there are danger zones showcased on the briefing because that shows you the entire map. But you can play anywhere. Drop in.
God.
Where we dropping, boys? Suspension. Some of these old games are great. I probably told you that I played for the first time Resident Evil 6 a while back.
Uh-huh.
That's the fully action one before 7 that almost ruined the franchise.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as bad as people say it.
I think that happened for a lot of gaming, honestly. So many experiences that people frowned upon at the time and now seem to be a bit different of a story.
I mean, yeah, it's basically a skinwalker action game dressing as Resident Evil, but it's pretty fun. There's a full-fledged melee system. You can counter, parry, and other stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's co-op, but it's pretty fun.
Good.
And last time I checked, it's pretty cheap too.
Sick. Might have to put that on the wish list with the other 105 games I haven't bought yet. I do need some good co-op games. Getting a little tired of the friend slot. Good old classic co-op experiences.
I would say if you want the better co-op experience is still 5.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
You know, there's someone I haven't seen in the gaming sphere for a while now.
And
Where
that
is Troy Baker? But then I remember, they don't make games. They don't make new games anymore. It's all just remakes.
Yeah.
By the way, Troy Baker is in Resident Evil 6 too.
Man. Just to show how much of a legacy I guess a game like that is now. Shit.
I was thinking I should replay one of the older DMC games, but I'm gonna be real. In 4, you know, there's Dante DMC.
Mm.
You can style switch between, instead of getting stuck on one style, you need to switch between. I just don't like those gameplays where you need to switch styles every 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like Doom Eternal. I'm not that cracked up to switch and jump everywhere like every second.
Right. No, I get it.
I'm more of a slow gamer.
I've slowly been creeping more towards that myself. I used to be all for the really cracked shit, especially back when I played Beat Saber, but I can't do it anymore.
One of my favorite games, where I guess you can say trilogy, is still the Metro ones.
I saw it was on sale earlier. I think Exodus. I really did think about picking it up, but I was a little short on cash at the time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Game. It's the same semi-open world. There's smaller areas, but it's, well, reset. It's an open world game, but not that big maps.
Gotcha.
And I did complete it by like 100%.
Oh, sick.
Later in an update, they added an Iron Man mode.
Oh.
Yes, if you die, you restart the chapter. Basically, one chapter equals one map,
Uh-huh.
one open world map. So I did the usual, because it added modifiers for New Game Plus, like extra radiation zones. And the radiation in that game doesn't mess around.
Right.
If you don't listen to your Geiger counter, you're gonna die in around, I would say, 20 seconds.
Oh my.
Mind you, it's on the hardest difficulty.
Uh-huh.
And radiation doesn't really go away that fast once you exit the area.
Right.
I mean, if you could, you probably, if it was me, you need to keep out of it and drain it out of your system. Yes, I'm adding a pee and shit mode. It has some questionable decisions about the game, but it's overall just a fine game.
Okay.
I would say the original 2033 and Last Light is still better though.
Gotcha. At least I got a decent starting place then. Look into the other ones. Maybe one day
Oh,
when I'm
and
bored.
before anyone tells you about it, it's not based on the book, it just uses materials from it. It's not
Gotcha.
one-to-one to the book. Not one-to-one to the books.
Gotcha.
It just, what is the word for it? Inspired.
Oh, right. And not inspired like the Halo TV show was, right? Like an actual proper inspired.
It just uses the elements from the books.
Gotcha. That's still cool though.
I have to say about the Game Awards, the best ongoing one, No Man's Sky, that's deserved.
I'll keep my mouth shut about No Man's Sky. I'll be honest, I've got some hot takes, but it might just be because maybe I have a skill issue with technology.
But they recovered from the disaster launch, no?
I will concede that it has had a drastic improvement from launch. I didn't personally experience that when
What
I
do the
played it.
kids say nowadays? Glow up?
Yeah. No, it was I don't know, I had weird issues. Maybe it was just because VR was still kind of jank at the time. It probably wasn't their main focus. But from my personal experience, it was still very non-functional. But if other people are reporting different, then I assume it's a me issue. And at that case, yeah, it should go for Game of the Year.
Isn't it a bit unfair? Best voice actor. From the 6, 3 of them from Expedition 33.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially with Dispatch being out. I don't know. There was a weird disdain for Dispatch in the rankings.
I watched Dispatch. I don't really like the writing in it.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it yet. I've just seen a lot of people have nothing but glowing things to say about it. So, I don't know. I figured it was it's decent.
I would say that I'm probably gonna get hate from it, but there's just too much swearing and sex jokes.
Oh, so more Vivzy pop writing.
Yes.
Lovely.
Also, we should have spent more time with the other characters too. How much do you want me to tell about Dispatch?
I do kind of plan on playing it at some point, so I don't know. I might just save my suspense and give it my own honest review. But then again, I think I always know how that's going to end up going. I'll say I'll play it, and then it's, oops, a year and a half from now, and it's still on my wish list.
What I do have to say, if some of the models, you know, some people probably want to grab them from the game files, right? You can't.
Really?
It's all just MP4 files.
Shit.
Yes, the entire game is just video made out of videos.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna be honest, I would have grabbed some of the models myself. But I guess I have to wait for someone to make them.
Well, I think we can always rely on.
But the overall story is pretty good.
Yeah. Good.
This patch shows that the superhero fatigue is Marvel's fault. Because it genuinely has good moments.
Yeah.
By the way, you probably haven't played some of these old shooters that I like. Have you heard of Painkiller?
Painkiller, no.
It got a new game after like 20 years.
Oh shit.
It's really bad.
Oh fuck.
It's a co-op swap shooter. It doesn't even look like any of the Painkillers.
Oh.
It's basically Doom Eternal 2.
That blows.
Wait, not Eternal, the Dark Ages.
Oh. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, I know, because I fucking have the CD right in front of me. Or the original.
Right.
Painkiller is pretty fun, by the way. The original one.
Right.
There's a story, but that's not the main focus, right?
Right.
Basically, if I remember right, you die, and heaven sends you as a hitman to assassinate the generals of the Satan.
Right.
If it's hell of a boss if it was actually good. It's one of the slower boomer shooters, but it's really fun, especially the ragdolls. Because yes, there's ragdolls that fly away.
Oh.
Basically, if you use the shotgun, the super shotgun of the game, you get the Hell Space program.
Right.
By the way, I don't know. Did you play Time Splitters way back?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if it's still live, but there's a Time Splitters Rewind. It's basically a remake of all of the games. Splitters 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a playtest going on, and it's free.
Hmm.
And I played it. Yes, it's actually Time Splitters with a new coat of paint.
Interesting. Then I guess Time Splitter fans will have a wonderful look forward here.
We eating good tonight.
Yeah. Might be a good time to start playing.
I would still recommend someone to play like Time Splitters Future Perfect, I think that was the name. I also played Homefront, the original one.
Right.
Have it on CD for the console. Did you know they originally didn't want it to be the North Koreans?
Really? Oh shit.
Yes, they originally wanted the enemy force to be China.
Huh.
But can you guess why they went with something else?
Current politics?
No, because the Chinese money.
Ah. Yeah.
You know, it would have been banned from there.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember that I played the remake sequel something, the Revolution, right?
Hmm.
It's basically urban Far Cry.
Right.
And I'm surprised nobody did that before. I mean, Far Cry-like gameplay in a city environment. That
Right.
sounds good if you ask me.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know, I haven't heard anything from Far Cry since 6 came out.
It's probably for the best.
There was a massive Ubi shit leak, I think,
Oh god, right.
like 3 days ago.
Which I probably should read up on that. I did I did hear about that.
It's fucking hilarious. The Siege servers, everyone got around 3 million worth of in-game currency and skins.
Wow.
Here's the thing. Ubishit tried to reverse it, but if you spend the hacked currency on a skin, you get to keep that.
Wow.
So there's around a report that says around 3 billion worth of loss on the online market.
Right.
I remember playing Rainbow Six Siege. Well, not Siege, but Vegas. Now those were actually the good ones.
Hmm.
Did you play any of the tactical shooters way back? Like SWAT 4?
No, I didn't.
I miss those times. where they were actually good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do remember that happening that you probably know of. I used to play World of Warcraft.
Uh-huh.
Did you play any of it?
I tried it, like, I think after they did a full story rewrite. I'm not quite sure. I didn't play it, like, back when it was a bit more popular in the gaming sphere. I think this was maybe about, like, 3 years ago, tops. I don't know, I was kind of indifferent about it.
I think from Vanilla to end of the Wrath of the Lich King. I just stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty satisfied ending the Lich King. But then I remember that I'm never going to get another Warcraft.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, probably unsurprising, but I like playing RTSs. I at least used to like playing them. You play any of the real-time strategy ones?
I used to play Halo Wars. I did actually enjoy that one. Never good at it, but I liked it.
I mean, that's an RTS solely focused on playing on console, not many buttons.
Yeah. Probably the.
I think I actually have it on here somewhere.
I think I've got it too. Hold up, let me check. Probably won't run on Linux, but. Yeah, sure do. Definitive Edition. That. Last played 2017. Good times.
One of the best ones I still say is Red Alert 2.
I hear a lot of good stuff about Red Alert. For good reason, of course.
By the way, be honest, alright?
Uh-huh.
Did you buy the new Call of Duty?
No. I learned my lesson after trying to keep up with friends at work. I couldn't fucking do it anymore. I'm so fed up with the series.
The new one is so fucking shit.
I expected nothing less. I knew it was gonna happen. When they start digging into the, going back to our roots type shit, it's gonna be fucked up.
You want to hear it? What it's about?
What's his name? Wow, I can't even remember. Menendez, right? They brought him back.
Yes, Menendez from Black Ops 2 gets back. Somehow he's alive.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, he goes and uses the Scarecrow Fear Venom on your crew, and it's Basically, the entire thing is set in a dream.
Yeah.
They done made Woods into a plant monster. Like, not kidding, you get an Attack on Titan boss fight with Makarov. Don't ask.
Yeah, I've seen the clip. Oh. What happened? This, the creators took too much fucking acid.
I'm not kidding. Old Woods, like the wheelchair one, gets turned into the Poison Ivy fight from Batman.
Wow. I mean, I shouldn't be shocked. I really shouldn't. But, I mean, Jesus. That's always innovating in Activision, huh?
This is the first Call of Duty campaign you can play co-op with your friends. War that war back in 2007.
Yep. Think about it. I don't think I've ever tried the co-op on World of War. I might have to go back and try that.
There's actually two versions of it you can set in options for War that war. There's normal co-op and competitive co-op.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, there's a scoring system.
As is typical for the time.
Yes, and you get multipliers everything if you do stuff, and minus points when you get downed.
Right.
There's actually two campaign levels you can't play on co-op. That's the Reznov introduction back in, I think, Stalingrad level, and the turret level with the Black Cats.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
By the way, we know the stereotypical games from the 2010s that every game needs a turret level, right?
Yeah.
But they actually made it interesting because you move around the airplane, switching turrets, everything.
Yeah. Missed that mission.
You order now, Black Ops 7, and get the rest of Bishop back.
What happened, Reznov?
I don't think there was Reznov in Black Ops 3, right?
No. Not that I remember, anyway.
I think the only connection for free about the rest of the Black Ops is the gas, the Nova 6 gas.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, I think it was just the 6 reference, but I don't know why they brought his ass back. Let the man rest.
I would count the War that War to the Black Ops franchise or series.
What was that, sorry?
I would count War that War to be part of the Black Ops series.
I think a lot of people do. I've it's not the first time I've heard that sentiment.
I mean, basically, that's where Reznov gets introduced and he stays around.
Yeah.
think it was in the marketing of 6, Black Ops 6, that you have multi-directional diving, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Max Payne in 2003 already had it.
Yeah. But because the AAA company did it with the latest release, it's definitely cool, right, guys? Call of Duty's still cool, right, guys? Get the Reznov back.
Get the rest of mission pack with double XP.
I think I can confidently say I don't miss Call of Duty. I really don't. Not with how hard it's
I
fallen.
kind of miss the World War II ones.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding, I think Call of Duty 2 is one of the best ones, but it has one major fault.
Uh-huh.
When the campaign gets good, it suddenly ends.
Yeah.
Comrade Commissar, these are potatoes. Aren't they supposed to train in grenades? Because grenades are more valuable than you are.
Good old classic training mission.
By the way, have you seen that those are also disappeared? The tutorial levels.
Yeah. That they just do it kind of like on the fly now.
Pop-up text.
Yeah. Fucking Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. God, that game was horrendous for fucking pop-up text.
I hope the DLC actually is pretty good though.
Yeah, I did see a little bit of the gameplay of that, and it didn't look half bad.
Yeah, I would say a narrative-driven story is better than the open world they went with.
Yeah, I think they could have pulled it off. It's just that they didn't take enough time on it. It really did look like it was rushed.
By the way, have you seen there's a new lead for the Minecraft?
No, I didn't.
You know her previous experience working. Wanna know what is it?
What?
Working in the microtransaction live service department of EA.
Oh.
Minecraft Battle Pass. I just shit off my ass.
Booted up my PC, cause I need to get that Minecraft Battle Pass. Can't wait to get the Minecraft Reznov pack.
You know, I honestly think they would do that.
Oh, 100%. In fact, I'm honestly not sure if maybe it doesn't already exist.
Of course, the hardcore fans go like, oh, Jeb would never let anything do that. Wouldn't let it get past. Yes, he would.
Yeah, he would.
Need I remind you of the polar bears?
Yeah.
We will never add anything to bloat the game. Adds polar bears because his wife asked for it.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually my biggest problem with the game now, is it's so bloated. I can't bring myself to play it anymore.
Same. Funny thing is, I'm actually going to play Minecraft. You know why? You know why? Because I have the CD for the 360.
Yo. Oh.
That's to the SpongeBob movie. I think this is the version where they added villagers, but they do nothing. They just hang around.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that Notches want to make another game. Now that's going to be interesting.
Certainly. Actually, if I remember correctly, wasn't he working on a like a Minecraft 2 of some kind? Last I had heard anything about him anyway.
I mean, that's what basically everyone calls it.
I haven't heard anything in years about it though.
Yeah, Notch might have been a bit started to become a bit schizophrenic, but I'm really wondering what it would look like, what he's cooking.
Oh my, I'm sure he's still got a knack for creating games.
Minecraft 2 featuring Jack Black. By the way, have you seen that Jack Black shaved off his beard after the Minecraft movie?
No, I didn't. It's a shame.
Dear God, he looks so uncanny without it.
I should look up a photo. Beardless. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he got rid of everything. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Oh my god.
He can't be Steve no more.
I am not Steve.
By the way, mentioning beard,
Hmm.
the Steve skin, you know, the basic one.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a beard on his face or the mouth?
Um. I. I mean, it's probably a beard. I don't know. That's one of the things about having games with like pixel graphics like that is I think it's just kind of interpretive. If I had to guess though, I would say beard.
By the way, mentioning Minecraft, do you remember how it's called? Minecraft Legends?
Yeah.
Because no one else remembers it.
Yeah. I'm curious as to how many sales that game actually got. It could not have been high.
Isn't it like League of Legends like?
Yeah, it was like a, not necessarily a MOBA, but it was like a top-down action RPG.
No, that was Dungeons.
Oh, Dungeons. Wait, what the fuck was Legends then?
That's the Diablo like.
Diablo-like. Maybe I just didn't really... I feel like I might have just cared so little for both of those games that I legitimately got them mixed up as the same thing. Well, it goes to show that really nobody remembers it.
Man, I remember when Minecraft was about placing blocks and shit and kids. I'm playing Minecraft. Now it's just some light RPG thing.
Yeah. Minecraft when you can't mine and craft.